for the week. He spoke to him for 10 seconds and Mama went, all right, later. He put his hands out. They could see it in his face and it was making them sick. And they stayed away from him. Yeah, I've been watching him. Even she's been keeping away from him.
I've not even seen him around here, to be honest.
Yeah, Mum,
I've seen him, but I've not really seen him because he has spoke to me a few times in Allington.
Yeah, man, I gave him a hug. I showed him the love was always there. It was just that you don't listen. And if you can't hear, you must feel. And that's it.
And how many people that wanted to help him as well and he just didn't want it.
My mum died. I turned into a cracker, I did. Yeah, I was wicked upset about that. I haven't got over it yet. Yeah. I'm blaming myself. I could say that. I'm blaming myself. I wish I never met Kathy. I'd have been at home soon. I wouldn't have been getting no crosses on me from somebody who had crosses on them.
And if your mum was still here today, she would have been telling you that she was the wrong one, I bet. I don't know your mum, but...
Yes, she would. Because she's already told me a one that I was wrong with when I went to jail and I come out. And it was the 4th of December that I come out. And when I came out, I went straight to my mum's. And then my so-called girlfriend came to the house saying she wanted to tell him. My mum says, when you go to the car, drop it. And I didn't. I just gave it to her. Yeah, she said, that girl was no good to you. You knew.
Mums always know best, don't they?
Yeah. She says, the one that you let go of is the one that you should have stayed with, that you had your first kid with. That's what she said to me. She said, she was the one for you. But you're still young and you wanted to run up and down, so it's true. Yeah, I wasn't a settled guy. I was trying to see the world like every other young guy was. Yeah. And many are falling before me. Back again. Baby daddy's back again. He came out to must have used their toilet and come out, man. Funny. And she was out there dancing in front of his car. I was like, you idiot. You're with a married man, bro. He's got kids with his wife and he's got kids with you. You are a Jezebel of the street. That's why you move like that. And ooh.
Well,
I got electric shock then.
what she's come and told me, boy, is it?
Yeah, we know. We heard. Yeah, don't want you to hear it. Don't repeat it again. Don't. It's dangerous. It's dangerous when you do that. Yeah, we're not going to go. We're not going to go. Because it's probably a bit sharp out there. I noticed the front it will be colder than the back.
Yeah.
The sun's at the back, you see, so it's going to be warmer here. So it's kind of sharp out there.
Over there, you get the sun at the top.
Open the window. When I open this window, I know if it's cold with the sun out, and it is. It's not that hot where if you have a puffer coat on, you'll be sweating. It's not that kind of heat. But when it is, you can't be out in one of them. You'll be sweating.
Eliminate the enemy team. Round start.
Oh, get out my way, yes. You stupid girl, man. Hurry up now, man. Gosh. Don't get me shot now because, you see, you nearly got me killed, man. I bet you fall beside me. Ah, you sat down by the van. And I got you. He was actually sitting there waiting for me. Like this guy was. Got him too. They sit by the van and they think they're smart. Got two of you dummies. I got two guys, man. At one time, they was both together, little queers. Two little queers. Now, mate, I'm behind the wall. Oh, this is funny. Hey, mate, I'm not coming down there for you, man. That's your choice. It's your choice, brother.
Yeah? It's not a... Oh, where are you sitting there waiting room? No. Oh. Well, yeah, you can't go in, can you? I know. I know. You've got to make a choice.
Got him. Get him out of there.
Yeah, because we don't, like I say to you, when you put trouble to tell you, you don't forget anything that's happening. They sure do.
Got nobody.
Baby, a blooming mobile phone. I know. Yeah.
You missed, kid. You missed. Gotcha.
Me,
You
can look after all that, kid.
Yeah, man.
You can't fucking palm your kids off. Not being funny, if that's the case, don't have kids. Yeah. I'm going downstairs.
You'll get shot in a minute, mate, because of where you are. Move, man. You smelly little boy. Don't do that to me, man. Okay. Good job, mate. Got him. Got him. Ah. I got him, man. Move, man. Yeah, not get me out like that, bro.
Better luck next time. Justin!
Oi! Just stop it. Right now. I don't care. Give a shit.
Anyone in the UK can apply for this payment card. No unnecessary checks. How old are you?
25 years old.
25.
Yeah.
You got an anime voice.
My voice is so young.
That's not. How is your
Like a child.
That's a real voice?
Yeah, it's a real voice.
It's a-
You like a child.
That's crazy. Nah. You have a nice voice. Don't listen to the people. You have a nice voice. You just want that voice.
Mhm.
Europe, I want to land that way. Let's just walk it up.
Mhm.
£1 no.
I don't know.
This woman rolled a stone a mouse. This kind of lamp is now. Did you know you could get? Oh, sir, it's the same way an Arab woman stabbed and poured boiling water over her friend because she accused her of sleeping with her man. Princess Usu Ansa, 18, filmed nightmare ordeal on Snapchat after turning up at the victim's address in East Village, South London. She filmed the woman's bloody hand as she screamed, "Say sorry, apologise for trying to fuck my man." She also threw a kettle of boiling water over her friend while the victim cowered under a duvet and then stabbed her in the leg. So guys, I believe there's footage of this. If you check over on Twitter, you might be able to find it. The interrogation only ended when the victim ran into the street to get help. Owusu has now been jailed for 3 years after admitting to wounding with intent and criminal damage.
Yeah, 2 years. He'll be out in 18 months.
Attacked her friend in revenge for allegedly sleeping with her.
Right.
Watchers.
Alright. Yeah, hear that.
We've been feeding Bramble period of one as part of their 3-week. Have you seen the guy ringing the bells, going into churches and ringing the bell, basically saying if they're not going to do it, he's going to do it, and he's been ringing them. And somebody in Birmingham, England, is ringing it as well, and I absolutely love this. I love it. Does anybody remember the bells ringing in your lifetime? In my own little town, I used to hear it. It was walking distance away, about 15-20 minutes walking distance, but I could still hear when the bells were ringing, and it sounded beautiful. And then all of a sudden, it just stopped, but for the sake of their life, just in the sake.
I got my freak up.
A man has died in a Birmingham park this morning after going into cardiac arrest. Police have sealed off a children's play area in Oakland's recreation ground off Hobmore Road, Yardley, following the tragedy.
If you see your friend with your enemy, be sure that both of them are your enemies. One openly, and the other secretly. If you see your friend with your enemy, be sure that both of them are your enemies. One openly, and the other secretly. If you see your friend with your enemy, be sure that both of them are your enemies. One openly, and the other secretly. If you see your friend with your enemy, be sure that both of them are your enemies. Other secretly. If you see your friend with your enemy, be sure that both of them are your enemies. One openly, and the other secretly. If you see your friend with your enemy, be sure that both of them are your enemies. One openly, and the other secretly. If you see your friend with your enemy, be sure that both of them are your enemies. One openly, and the other secretly. If you see your friend with your enemy, be sure that both of them are your enemies. One openly, and the other secretly. If you see your friend with your enemy, be sure that both of them are your enemies. One openly, and the other secretly. If you see your friend with your enemy, be sure that both of them are your enemies. One openly, and the other secretly. If you see your friend with your enemy, be sure that both of them are your enemies. One openly, and the other secretly. If you see your friend with your enemy, be sure that both of them are your enemies. One openly, and the other secretly. If you see your friend with your enemy, be sure that both of them are your enemies. One openly, and the other secretly.
Alphabet. These cool, unsold... Guys, I tried to call everyone. No one's picking up their phones right now. They were playing music on the boat, so I don't think that they were able to hear their phones. It's getting really dark right now and really cold.
This man recorded his chilling final moments while being stranded at sea.
Guys! Oh my god, I caught an eel! Oh!
He's all alone, completely helpless, and lost in the middle of the Atlantic. What happened? And how did nobody notice him missing?
Guys, it is pitch black. It is terrifying. I want to go home. I don't want to be out here anymore.
You can see how afraid he is. Poor guy. How on earth could anyone leave him like this and not come back? This looks dangerous, and so every time his connection broke, everyone following this online was begging for updates, afraid for his life.
Alright, guys, this is my update video. It is freezing. The waves are picking up. I'm going to try and swim the right direction to get home, but the current's so strong. I don't even know what to do now. It's getting really out of hand. I don't know what to do.
The poor guy we see here is sadly perhaps who was still in the ice-cold waters of the Atlantic the next morning.
Hi guys, this is my morning update. I spent the night out here. It's freezing.
Round start decided to face this absolute disaster with such a positive attitude was so impressive that thousands of people giving him full support online. They were counting the hours to send a helicopter.
Oh, is that what you bloody kid? Yeah, you dirty scumbag.
Let's stop for a check.
This is what science is for some lost in the middle of an ocean. If you have no food and no water, you may be able to survive 5 days. After only a couple of days, you'll also end up with severe sunburn. Even if the ocean is warm,
it is for those reasons that so many viewers
Get him.
Grenade out!
Every 100,000 likes on the live.
Grenade out!
Fine, I'll dump my head.
Fire in the hole!
He pretended.
Guys, we get 1 million likes on the live. I will swim. Next time, we do that boat in the far Arctic. We should have flickering lights.
Come on!
Follow me. Let's go.
Oh man, you're so slow, you lot are. Oh. You idiot.
So I put it like this. I'm starting to get a cough, but we're still out here, guys. I'm just trying to make it home. All I have to do is lean back, open my mouth. And that's basically how I do that. I just drink the rainwater. It's actually really amazing.
Can you believe that this guy was so happy? He spent months going for help. The coldest they have begged for help. Like dead fish attendants to be tired, lost, and scared. Millions of unfortunate people over it. As we speak, Zach currently has more than 5 million followers on TikTok. So saying he made it, he clearly said, nice guy actually, which is why it makes it so sad that what started as a joke over 3 years ago was literally straight in the middle of the ocean. I have no way to get my foot going out. Now he uses it to emotionally affect mercy as a joke. I'm joking about this. My friends just forgot about me. He
Fire in the hole!
and I hope
Grenade!
Come on! Oh man. Finally, man, can you get me up without me getting killed? That would be nice, man. Gosh.
This looks dangerous, and so every time his connection broke, everyone following this online was begging for updates, afraid of his life. The guy we see here is Zach Fairhouse, who was still in the ice-cold waters of the Atlantic the next morning. Update. Tonight out here it's freezing. The fact that he wasn't giving up and decided to face this absolute disaster with such a positive attitude was so impressive that thousands of people were giving him moral support online. They were counting the hours with him. Someone even tried to send a helicopter to save him. One thing is for certain, the internet felt compassionate for Zach's situation, but the more he kept on posting, the more things started to become confusing. The key mystery was that Zach kept publishing his videos hungry and helpless over the period of 5 months, consistently tapping into charges. How did he not starve? How did no one find him for 5 months? Let's stop for a quick fact check.
This is what science says. Having to a person lost in the middle of an ocean. If you have no food and no water, you may be able to survive for 3 to 5 days. Only a couple of days will also end up with severe sunburn. Even if the ocean is warm, for 25 hours.
It is for those reasons that so many viewers were supporting him and rooting for his life. That was until he got watch this.
God, we 100K likes and live. Great, thank you for the support. Guys, we're only going really quick. 20,000 likes and the live. All right,
Yeah, I see you. I knew you was going to come through that.
Fire in the hole!
That was funny. Can you excuse me, man? Just pay that.
Just to keep on making an accident to the viewers. He cried and begged for help. And fish pretended to be tired, lost, and scared, and made thousands of friends. Passionate people fall for it. They had more than 5 million followers on TikTok alone, so saying he made it. He clearly said, nice guy. It's so sad that what started as a joke ago, they're in the middle of the ocean, but no way to get away. Now he uses it to emotionally affect viewers, leaving no longer as a joke.
I don't know how I would be joking about this. I mean, accidents happen. My friends just forgot about me.
He traded integrity for views. He might not be stranded in the middle of the ocean, but he is stranded morally, and I hope.
Yo, we're straight up. Oh my god. This is really dangerous. Oh my god. It's not out of nowhere. It's like, oh my god, Greg. Oh my god, I just hit my eye. It's bad. Yo, we're straight up. Oh my god.
To give you a strength that no.
The woman from your past.
You need to have water, you need to have a radio on batteries, and you need to have a flashlight on batteries to make sure that you can survive the first 36 hours.
That was NATO. I'm telling you, things are getting weird. The people in power know something's coming. It doesn't matter who you are or where you're from. We're all thinking the same thing. Something's happening. We can't see it, but we can feel it. And that's why there's 3 things you need to have ready. Toilet paper, food, and most importantly, a hand crank radio. Let me show you why it's a game changer. It's solar powered, so as As long as there's sunlight, it keeps charging. If there's no sun, just flip it over and crank it manually for power. Once charged, it has a USB port so you can keep your devices powered. It also has a super bright LED flashlight for emergencies. Best of all, it comes with an AM/FM radio, so you always know what's happening. Right now, the manufacturer has it on a crazy sale, and it keeps selling out. If the link below is still there, don't wait. Grab one for your emergency bag, car, family, whatever you need. Things are getting weird out here. It's only a matter of time.
You need to have water, you need to have radio on batteries, and you need to have a flashlight on batteries to make sure that you can survive the first 36 hours.
That was NATO. I'm telling you, things are getting weird. The people in power know something's coming. It doesn't matter who you are or where you are.